Hello. So, Cycle. New game that I've been playing the crap out of. I love it. It's amazing. It's free. Epic Store. Early access. They're on the release version 6 as of today. We were playing last night, and I was wrapping up my last match of the stream, and we got done, and everything was offline. We're like, wait, what's going on? Servers went down. New update. And with it, there's a lot of cool things and some rebalancing. There's always rebalancing. Some are needed. I know a lot of people are going to be a little upset. They're adding story missions now. We'll have to check those out. They're going to be available in like solo mode and dual mode, right? The story missions will appear in the solo mode only. Okay. And you can learn more about the lore of the cycle when you complete these contracts. Story missions will unlock exclusive rewards and additional XP for the Fortuna Pass. Nice. Visual effects, upgrades, and miscellaneous. I love this kind of stuff. Spitters, squatters, hurlers, skulkers have been reworked to increase their visual quality. We made performance improvements across many areas of the game. Storm updates, so foliage and stuff sways in the correct direction. They're going to be more intense, blah, blah, blah. Stumble animation updates. We have a new system for triggering stumble animations depending on where a character gets hit. That'll be cool to see. The droid enemy type now uses the new system and have an expanded animation set for hit reactions, shooting by direction, front, back, side, by area of the frame, arm, legs, chest, head, etc. Weapon damage will now cause flinches, staggers, and stumbles according to damage deal. I'm curious how if this is going to work in PvP or what. UI improvements, team nameplates now show through geometry. That's going to be cool. Unified font and appearance on nameplates for better readability. Enemies, guns, abilities, objects, teammates, blah, blah, blah. So here's the look of the new creatures. They tweeted this out, a quick little video. Here's the video. This is the old look. Spitter. That's gonna throw me off. It's completely different. It's not even blue. That's cool. The squatter. He's cool. But that's cool looking. I think that's my favorite one. Alright, gameplay changes. They've got some new stuff. I'll have to go into the game and check it out. Hopefully tonight. Look at it out. They've got this new thing called the Navigator. Pressing the middle mouse button or X default key mapping enters this mode. It can be changed in the options menu. When in this mode, the HUD changes it to give a better idea of where objectives are located around you and give you a better idea of what to do next. Navigation markers for nearby objectives will be displayed. The scoreboard is visible. The contract info is expanded if the player is not already engaged in the activity. Performing certain actions will exit the mode. Example given, shooting or charge punching. From just reading this, I feel like this is good for brand new players, but it's irrelevant for someone like me, maybe. We'll have to see what else it offers. I'm kind of curious. It's cool that they're adding stuff like this, but again, I don't think it's a game changer. The HUD has seen further changes in layout and functionality to accommodate the new mode. That's cool. So we might have less stuff on the HUD because it's now going to show up in this menu. Placement-based rewards. From now on, you will receive your rewards packages based on your placement on the leaderboard instead of your amount of VP. I don't know how I feel about that. It's cool. I place first almost every time, I feel like, unless I die, which is not very often either. So I'll be getting maximum rewards. The most I've ever, I think we've only gotten like 32. No, we've had like 40-something VP, I believe, in a squad. I've had 30 or 31 solo and got a lot of rewards. So I'm curious if like first place is going to be the same rewards as like a 30 VP, or if it's going to be more like a 50 VP, or if it's going to be like a 10 VP, but it's more than second place. So I'd be curious to see how they balance that. I do like that because a lot of matches people can't even get above 10, right? Newer players. So if first place gives you a bunch more, let's say like a 50 VP, then all players, new and experienced, will get lots of rewards, which is good because if you get a lobby full of inexperienced players, they all have a chance of getting first place, whereas they probably will never have a chance at ever getting 50 VP. 50 is not the max. I'm using it as an example. I think a few updates ago, some group had a 76 VP match or 117. I can't remember. I think it's 76. So make sure to survive an evac for the really juicy rewards packages. Yeah. Contract changes. In solo and duo, you will now always have the minerals and uplink contract active. So you'll always have uplink and you'll always have minerals, along with 2 random contracts. For squads, uplink and laser drill cannot be in the same match anymore. At first, I didn't understand why that would be a thing, but it kind of does make sense, because if you're on the drill, you're going to want, and that's your big ticket contract for the match. You're going to want everybody pushing that. It's up in the air, it's moving. You want everybody fighting for that. But if you have and the same thing with the uplink. If the uplink's active, people want to fight for that. But if you have both active, you're going to have less people moving on the high ticket priorities. So it's cool they're separating those out. Furthermore, the Ledium contracts have been increased in squad mode. I don't really like the Ledium. I don't know. Fall damage has been turned off. That's bizarre. I think they're doing... Here, let's read this. Removed fall damage, but kept the movement penalty when jumping from tall heights. Minor tweaks to the falling distances needed to trigger landing animations and cam shakes. I don't know why they did that. So you can still get staggered and stuff. You just don't take damage. Vehicles now don't cloak anymore while left idle. Weapon balancing. I'll have a link to the description, or a link in the description to the patch notes. If you guys want to go ahead and dig into all of these numbers and look at stuff. You can also go to their website, click on news, go down to release notes, and you can find number 6 there. TheCycleGame.com. Comrade appears to have gotten some slight buffs here. I think this is the rocket launcher. I could be wrong. I don't have everything memorized yet. But direct damage bonus from 200 to 300. Refire time from 0.75 to 0.7. Direct damage from 25 to 40. AoE damage from 75 to 80. So that got some love. Maelstrom base spread from 8.5 to 9. Max spread from 8.5 to 10. Damage fall off starts at 2,000. Or from 2,000 to... So the Maelstrom got a little bit of some nerfs. The Scarab, they redid the cooling chamber. Reduces clip size by 6. KBR long shot. Heard a lot about this guy. I just started using it last night in my match before the servers went down. And I was running explosive rounds and burst shot. And I could 2-burst people. Hip firing. Disgusting. Okay? So, there's quite a bit of nerfs here on the KBR for reasons. Damage from 145 to 120. The time to ADS has been increased. Explosive rounds, reduction, nerf. Hollow points, nerf. Extended mags, clip bonus from 6 to 3. High caliber chamber, 35 to 20. Burst mode, damage reduced by 10%. Rapid cartridge feeder, refire time bonus from 15 to 10. Yeah, so it's got some nerfs. Bolt action, my favorite sniper rifle. 260 down from 280. Refire time from 1.5 to 1.2 or 1.15 to 1.2. Clip size 6 from 10. So just more and more nerfs. Hollow point refire time penalty from 5% to 10%. Projectile speed penalty from 15 to 20. So we're getting more velocity or slower velocity. So again, you can go through and check out all these numbers. The Basilisk, I believe, is another sniper rifle. It's got some nerfs. Tons of other things here. The Kinetic Arbor, time to ADS from 0.6 to 0.7. Projectile speed from 2,500 to 2,600. So same thing. Longer to ADS, slower bullets. Does not deal extra damage to AI anymore. It used to deal 125%. I did not know that. Dialed in more a bunch of their mods. Karma 1, time to ADS from 0.65 to 0.5. So that's a buff. Spin up time from 0.9 to 0.65. That's a buff. Projectile speed from 20,000 to 22,000, buff. So this got some love. Ability balancing. General notes. Remove suit AI voiceover when triggering the abilities below. Fixed issues with ability spawn limits not being applied. Stim boost and adrenaline shot now not usable in down but not out, which is when you're crawling, since they don't have any noticeable effect. The turret does not block player movement anymore. Turret cap changed from infinite to 1. 1 turret at a time. What? New sound effects for and sound range tuning. That's cool. Directional warp now teleports you to the location of the projectile instead of the ground underneath it. So you can teleport, and you can go straight up into the air and you have no fall damage. What? Speed of projectile is affected by the angle it's being thrown. Speed reduced from 7,000 to 3,500. So it got some love. Warp bomb, same thing. Same behavior. Changes as directional warp. Speed reduced from 3,000 to 2,500. Snare trap. New particle effects for snared targets that indicate the direction to the mine. New sounds. Now also plays a warning sound when you're almost inside the trigger area. Oh, that's cool. Reacts faster to targets entering the trigger area. Changed it to not being a projectile throw anymore to avoid physics issues. It now spawns at your feet when you drop it. Max active amount from infinite to 1. Kinetic barrier duration increased from 15 to 20 seconds. Cannot be deactivated early anymore. And then now always spawns a set distance in front of you. Previously depended on where you looked, which could cause some orientation issues. Safeguard remains blue in color, indicating that it's more stereotypically protective bubble. No weapon except piercing can fire through it. Cannot be killed anymore, making its duration the only limit to its... So no health on shield. It literally just has a time duration. That's it. Reduced in size. Now always spawns center of your position when you activate it. Cannot be deactivated early anymore. Increases the duration by 5 seconds with the first level or level 2 upgrade. Protective cell, same thing. Remains blue in color. Won't let anything damage travel through it. It cannot be destroyed anymore, making its duration only time effective. Blocks projectiles from both in and outside the shell. Players cannot shoot out of it. Can still be deactivated early by using the ability again while it's active. That's cool. I didn't know that. I didn't know you could deactivate it. Quality of life. They added a play button in the station. We have decluttered the screen and added the play button. Shop. Buying one or more items of the same item is now easier with increment buttons. Inbox sorted by timestamp. New messages will be sorted at the top of the inbox. Fortuna Pass. You can now more easily upgrade your pass and buy extra levels from the Fortuna Pass screen. Improved tutorials. Fixes and improvements. We'll leave this here on screen if you want to read those. We added a brand new reload sound effects for the Kinetic Arbiter, Bolt Action, Hammer, Scrapper, KBR Llama Shot, Carla. We rebalanced some challenges at Daily's Primary to be a bit easier to complete. We adjusted the daily and weekly challenge rarity. And here's some of the known issues I'll leave on screen briefly. Please remember, even though we are now in early access and the first season has started, the game is still in development. This means that bugs and crashes are to be expected. Actually, it's a pretty clean game, to be honest. Compared to some of the games that have been in early access for much, much, much longer, and games that have actually been fully released. So it's a clean game. Again, it's a free game. If you're just here out of support and you haven't tried the cycle and you have a PC, go check it out. It's free. They have not ruled out the fact that it's not on console, and they did not say that it's not gonna ever be on console. It might. They also have not said no to crossplay if it goes to console. So in the long run, we might see crossplay. It's on the Epic Game Store. It's easy to do. And then it might be on console soon. Ish. Hopefully sooner than later. And crossplay. Anyways, I stream daily. I stream this game quite a bit. I am a beast at this game. I am. It's fun. Come check it out. I can give you walkthroughs on it. I got a video that explains what the game is. It's a very in-depth, long video. It's like 25 minutes, but it covers everything about the game. Again, I stream daily over at twitch.tv/SlyGumbi between the late night hours of 8 p.m. to about 2 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can follow me on Twitter at SlyGumbi for news, updates, goofiness. I have a website that is down, apparently. It'll be back up soon. We have a Discord channel, link up in the description below. And expect to see a few guide videos. If you're familiar with my Save the World work, there's quite a bit of things I want to start working on with the cycle. Mod, gear, weapon wise. There's a lot of cool things you can do in this game that are different and tweaking. You have different gear, you have different items, different mods, so you can tweak and do things. There's kind of support, damage, self-healing. There's a lot of different cool things, so expect some cool, goofy testing videos here in the near future, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye now.